Hello, if you're a follower of mine, you'll know that I've got an 8 foot by 6 foot polycarbonate greenhouse. That's where we are now. Until this morning, it was full of potatoes growing in buckets. Now I've moved them out. We're going into the last month in spring here in the United Kingdom. The weather's starting to warm up and there's a good week predicted ahead of us. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to move my tomato plants up from yogurt pots into these fabric bags. What I'll do first is I'll tell you about the tomato plants, then we'll discuss these fabric bags, and then we'll discuss what's in the fabric bags. So this is one of my tomato plants growing in a yogurt pot. Okay. I've grown these from seed indoors on a windowsill, and I've actually had them in homemade light tubes. I'll put you a screen grab of that up now. So those are the light tubes that I use. I find it makes the tomato plants grow that much stronger, and this particular one has just started to get a flower on it. So now's the time to move them up. If you want to know more about those free light tubes, I'll give you a link to a video. You might like to watch that after you've watched this video. So we're growing 5 varieties of tomato this year. I've grown them before. I'm growing Crimson Crush, I'm growing Big Daddy, we're growing Heinz 1350, we're growing Sun Gold, and we're growing Shirley. So those are the 5 varieties of tomato we're growing this year. Right, these fabric bags, I only just got these last year and grew in them for the first time, and they did well for me, so I'm going to give them another go this year. What I will say about them is, forget these numbers, that's something from a previous video I was doing, but these bags do discolour, in case you're getting them. These particular ones, the soil in them, when I harvested whatever I grew in them last year, and it might have been tomatoes, it could have been some other vegetable, the soil went straight back in the bags, and the bags have stood out over autumn and over winter. Now how long these will last, I've no idea, these fabric bags. All I'm saying is they've lasted me 1 growing season, and we're now going into our 2nd growing season, and they've stood outside full of soil through autumn and winter. And why did I do that? Because here at Homegrown Veg we like to do winter composting, chop and drop composting. I build the smallest compost pile in the world. If you haven't got much to work with, you've got a small garden like me, you might want to give it a go when autumn comes around again. I'll give you a link to that video as well. Okay, so what we got in there, I hope you can see this. This soil is basically garden soil that I've modified over the years by adding various things to it. There's probably some coca-cola in there from years ago. There'll be some peat in there from years ago. There's some sand in there. And the reason I say from years ago is because I don't buy any peat anymore, and I don't buy any coca-cola anymore. I've no need to. This soil just goes on and on. It just goes on and on. And what I do is, at the beginning of spring, where this has stood out over winter, I'll empty this out into a wheelbarrow and fortify it with some fertiliser. And this soil-based compost, I think I fortified with bloodfish and bone. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I did. So it's a soil-based mix. It's got bloodfish and bone in with it. Okay, so let's start and move these tomatoes up into these bags. They're a 3-gallon bag, but as you can see, they're not full to the brim, so there'll be less than 3 gallon in those bags, but they're a 3-gallon bag. What's this? Let me show you this. I'm just going to screw this so the soil releases it and lift it out. It's just a yogurt pot buried in there. Now that has given me a perfect fit planting hole for my tomatoes. If I wasn't making this video, those 10 tomatoes, I'd have them potted up in 5 minutes tops. 5 minutes tops. Okay, let's do the first one. Here we go. We'll pop the ticket in there so we don't forget what it is. That's sun gold. Okay, we should just be able to squeeze this out like this, and hopefully there'll be a decent root ball for you to look at. Hope you can see that. That's the root ball. Hopefully it holds together. Yes, it has. Now we should be able to just drop this in. Perfect fit. Are you ready for this? One tomato planted. One tomato planted. I'll do a couple more while I talk to you, and then I'll do the rest, and I'll add a wee bit of background music, because you'll be sick of listening to me if I keep going over 10 tomato plants. Right, what we got here? Crimson Crush. Boom! Get in! Get in there, Morton! Boy, oh boy, I think I'm getting dafter. Right, what we got here? Oh, Shirley! How about that? We've got 3 different varieties straight off. Shirley. Hey, come on. 3 tomatoes planted. Right, I'll clear the decks. I'll do the remaining 7, but we'll put a soundtrack on, shall we? And then after that we'll wind it up. Okay, did you enjoy that? Right, just a couple of things before we sign out. Firstly, if you were counting, you know there's more than 10 tomatoes being moved up into these fabric bags on this video. There was 12. So we're going to grow 6 down each side of the greenhouse, and in back, hopefully, we're going to squeeze in a couple of cucumbers. I will leave you a link in the text below this video that'll take you to a video that I shot some time ago about growing tomatoes on your windowsill indoors in homemade light tubes. You may find that interesting, and I'll also give you a link to a video that shows how I keep this soil year after year after year, and it just gets better. It just gets better. I haven't bought any compost for I can't remember how long. Same soil year after year after year, by putting it on the smallest compost pile in the world. You may enjoy that video. You may even want to give it a go once we get to the other side of this growing season. So if you enjoyed this video, a like would be nice. If you're not a subscriber, a subscribe would be nice. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.